Be picky, because she definitely going to be picky. I know you're a humble guy. You always been humble. Even when you're better than somebody in something, you're always humble. But let me give you some words of advice, bro. Be picky, because she's always been picky, and she's definitely going to be picky. Even when she's not in a position to be picky, she's going to be picky. Even when you're perfect, she's going to be picky. So you be picky. Now that you have your degree, now that you realize how good your health is, now that you realize how handsome you are, now that you realize that you have options, now that you realize that your SMV will last pretty much a lifetime, now that you realize that you are the prize, now that you realize that if she was you, she wouldn't be as humble as you are. Be picky, bro. Understand your options. That is, it is less you and more of them. Understand who you are. Now that you so-called got your life together, as what they say, when you have money coming in at a consistent basis and you have credentials to back it up. Now that you have a quote-unquote sustainable lifestyle, get something brand new. Get a young brand new one. Don't get a used up one, get a young one. Legally young one. That way it can be all yours. You won't get the leftovers of the residue of something that belonged to someone else's. After all, you are the prize. You worked hard for what you got. Therefore, you deserve a lot. Therefore, you deserve the best. So get that which is new. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for something that's been handed down to you. Because even though you're worth more, you are going to be convinced that you're not worth more. So be picky. Be picky, my friend, my brother. Because if you don't be picky, you're going to wish you was picky. Because if she was you, she wouldn't choose you. Because she picky. Even when you're better than her, you're not enough. So be picky, my friend. It will be very wise if you be picky. Learn it from the greats. Many of humble ones have chosen that which is quote unquote under them and have not been appreciated by the ones that's under them. We live in a world where people will find flaws in angel wings. So if you think that people are going to appreciate you, no. Most people can only appreciate your presence when they feel like your presence is slipping out their hands. When they feel like they don't have a hold of your presence, when they don't have a hold of your attention. That's when people appreciate your presence. And you notice presence sounds like presence. Your presence is a present. Know your worth. Know who you are. Because if you don't, you will regret it later. And there's nothing worse in the world than to feel like you should have done something when you had a chance to do it. So have no regrets and be picky. Be picky. All the way down to the skin texture, to the height, to the hair. Let love guide you. Love will guide you. But until love guides you, be picky. Until love guides you, be picky. Because if you're not, you're going to wish you was. You're going to wish you was. You're so humble and you don't realize that you don't have to settle. You don't have to tolerate. You don't have to bite your tongue. Because guess what? She's not biting her tongue. She only bites her tongue in her sleep. She say anything she wants to you whenever she's ready. You know why? Because she's not scared to lose you. So she'll say anything she wants to you. Because she is convinced that you are convinced that she is better than you. She is convinced that you are convinced that she is better than you. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's time for you to know the truth. The truth is, she was created for you. The truth is, she was created to help you. She wasn't created for you to be unappreciated. She wasn't created for her to ask you what you do for a living. She wasn't created to ask you a thousand questions that don't have nothing to do with your mind, heart, and personality. This wasn't designed by God for that type of activity. So when you see that type of activity, remember that you don't have to tolerate that. Remember that. Because she is good at convincing you that she is the prize. And she has convinced many others that she is the prize as well. And that's why she's free to talk to you with no hesitation. With no hesitation. Because she's not scared to lose you. Why? Because she knows you can be replaced. I'm Allan Reallionaire. Hit that like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell so you can see the next video. Remember, I love you, but Jesus love you more. Reallionaire Nation, we out. But one more thing. Be picky.